Marie, and today we're going to be talking breakfast. I'm here sipping my Nescafe, and I'm going to talk you guys through what we're going to be making today. If you love sweet and salty as a combination, you're going to love this breakfast recipe. We're making bacon stuffed pancakes. I know. Alright, so let me take you guys through what you're going to need for this recipe. Here I have a cup and a half of all-purpose flour. I'm going to use a cup of Carnation full cream evaporated milk. That's like about one of these 250 milliliter boxes. And I also have a tablespoon of vinegar. If you don't have white distilled vinegar, you can use apple cider vinegar if that's what you have. I have a couple tablespoons of sugar. I have a tablespoon of baking powder and baking soda, a half a teaspoon of baking soda. I have a pinch of cinnamon. If you don't have cinnamon, you could totally use nutmeg. I have about a half teaspoon of vanilla essence, 2 whole eggs, a quarter cup of melted butter, and I also, for the best ingredient we have 12 strips of cooked bacon. Please, I emphasize that this bacon must be cooked already because it's going to just go straight into our pancake mix. Alright, let's put this together. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add that vinegar to that milk. This is almost going to create almost a buttermilk effect for our recipe. It's going to start to like thicken up the milk almost. So if you see a few lumps start to happen, that's perfectly what we're going for. I'm going to add my sugar, my leavening agents, which are my baking powder, my baking soda. I already have my cinnamon in there too. My vanilla, my eggs, my melted butter. Can you guys see how easy this recipe is? I'm literally just throwing everything together into one bowl. So this is easy. Please get the kids involved. They would love to help, I'm sure. Alright, so I've already went ahead, like I said, and put that vinegar with the milk. And you can already start to see that it's getting a little lumpy almost at the top, which is perfect. That's what we want. That's going to create texture in our pancakes. So to this, I'm going to add my milk and my vinegar mixture. I'm going to give this a nice, good mix. Today, I'm going to be using my griddle. And if you don't have a griddle at home, please don't feel discouraged. A frying pan will work wonders here as well. Alright, so it's nice and thick. I like really nice fluffy pancakes. If you like a thinner pancake, you could add a little more evaporated milk, or you can add a little bit of water. Alright, just waiting for my griddle to get a little warm here. So, on your table you should have your 12 strips of cooked bacon and your pancake mix. I have a measuring cup here that's going to make pouring this batter out super simple and clean and easy. And then I have a good old handy dandy spatula. Alright, let's see if my griddle is warm. I went ahead and I already rubbed my griddle with some butter. If you have cooking spray, coconut oil, a little bit of butter, you could go ahead and just give it a good rub. I know some people think you have to continue to grease in between each set of pancakes. I don't believe in that. I will show you how great they come out with just greasing the first time. So, hold me to that. Alright, so my pancake griddle is warm. Take note of how I'm doing this. So I dip, get a good bit of batter. I'm going to wipe off the bottom so that it stays nice and clean. And we're going to start to pour about a 2-inch strip, long enough that your bacon can fit in there. Okay, don't put them too close together if you're doing this in a frying pan. I think about 2 should be as much as you can fit in there. I'm going to go for it and see if I can get 4. Alright, so I have some nice strips of pancake batter, and on top of this I'm just going to add a little bit of bacon, 1 strip per piece. And then I'm going to pour just, not as much as the first time, but I'm going to pour a little bit of batter just to cover my bacon almost. hope you guys see that I'm not doing this super perfectly. Like, there's no right or wrong way to make bacon stuffed pancakes. Once there's pancakes and there's bacon, I promise you're gonna have a happy crowd. Okay, not quite ready yet. So let's talk substitutes here. If you don't want to do bacon and maybe you want to do something else, it's a great way to get the kids ready and involved. You can maybe put some chocolate chips, you could put sprinkles, you could put bits of fruit. Like, the options are really endless. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but this recipe can be found on NestleRecipesCaribbean.com. Okay, perfect. So I'm now starting to see some bubbles develop on my pancakes, so they're almost there. And that's when I'll know they're ready to flip. You'll see some bubbles start to come to the surface, and then they're ready to flip. I only have about one ready right now, so might need another minute. Other substitutes you could do. Baking powder and baking soda are super important to this recipe, so I know people always tend to ask if there's any way you could substitute if you don't have that. I really wouldn't risk it. That's something that I don't tend to play around too much with when you substitute. You could maybe try this recipe with whole wheat flour if you want to be a little more healthy. You could actually even try grinding up some oats and using that as your flour. Alright, so my pancakes are looking like they're ready to be flipped. So I'm going to go ahead and start to flip these. Oh yeah, golden and great. This one, perfect. Alright, so looks like this side of the grill might be taking a little more time, but that's okay. Okay, remember what I said. So you don't want to put too much in the pan because they're going to start to touch and they're not going to get nice strips. Raise the temperature just a bit. When you make your pancakes, play around with the heat. If you find your pancakes are getting too dark too quickly, lower the temperature. If you find it taking a little long, put it up a little bit. Don't be scared to play around a bit. Okay, I like to serve these with fresh fruits, maybe some scrambled eggs. Alright, my pancakes are almost ready. I'm going to go ahead and get my plate with my syrup. Ready? Stop it. We have nice bacon stuffed pancakes. Alright, there we have it. Bacon stuffed pancakes. They're perfect for the sweet and salty lover, or if you're like me and you just can't choose if you want to do sweet or salty for breakfast, this is a recipe for you. Please check it out on NestleRecipesCaribbean.com. And if you have any questions or comments, please write them in below. We'd love to hear from you and we'd love to see what you created. Please, like I said, bacon chocolate chip pancakes, try anything. The possibilities are endless. See you next time.